What up? My name is Mr. Farina. I'm in the house. Gonna teach you some math. Gonna teach you some stuff. Gonna teach you how to do ratios and rough. Sorry guys, I can't really rap. I tried. Alright, so today I have some homework for you guys. The new Super Cool Band album is $9 to download and has 12 songs. So how much does each song cost? This is what I worked out in class, but I'm just going to remind you guys how to do it. So what we're looking for is, it says how much does each song cost? So each song, that little term right there, that means each one song, right? We're looking for one song at a time. So when I'm doing my ratios, I'm going to put, not that, money over songs, right? Alright, so that's my ratio. Now we fill out what we have. And again, the reason I'm putting songs on the bottom is because we're looking for the one song. So I'm going to have to turn this into one. So let's fill out the information we have. So we have $9 for 12 songs, right? Or if you just want to get rid of the words, it's going to be 9 over 12. Right? Alright, I hope you guys are following along there. And so when I have my ratio over here, I'm trying to turn my bottom number into 1. Forget this little dot right here. And how do I turn 12 into 1? What do I need to divide by to make that equal 1? Well, my mathematicians out there are going to say you divide by 12, right? Whatever the bottom number is. And if I'm dividing the bottom by 12, I need to... Oh, it didn't work. I need to divide the top by 12. So I'm going to take the bottom and I'm going to divide the top by 12 as well. So 12 divided by 12 equals 1. And then 9 divided by 12 is going to be my answer. So let's see here. I'm going to have to go in and out. So in and out. So 12 goes into 9 0 times, right? It's too big. So what I'm going to have to do is put 0. And over here, to make it a number I could go into, like 90, I'm going to have to put a decimal and a 0. So now this turns into 90. And that decimal, I can wait to the end or I can do it right now, but I'm going to bring it right up or raise the roof, right? Bring it above the little house. And there we go. Now we have 12 going into 90. Now 12 times what equals 90 or something close to 90? I know 12 times 10 is 120. I know 12 times 5 is 60. So, So let's see what I can do to make that equal 90. It's going to be more than 5 and less than 10, right? So let's just try 7 and see what we get. 12 times 7. Alright. I might need to put the radio down, right? Let me see. 7 times 2 is 14. Bring my 1 right here. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus the 1 equals 8. So I got 84. Hey, that looks like that's going to work out nicely for us. Alright, so I'm going to subtract. 90 minus 84 is 6. And I'm not done. I need to add another 0 and bring that down. And so now I get 60, right? And so how many times... Oh, you know what? I forgot to write my number up here. Sorry about that. So I did 12 times 7 equals 84. So now I have 60. And 12 times what equals 60? That's going to be 5. And 60 minus 60, as we all know, is 0. So we are officially done with this bad boy. So that information, I got my 75 cents. It's just going to go right here. 0.75. So it's basically 75 cents for one song. So when I go back to the top, that's what my answer is. It's going to be 0.75. We'll find it in the end, and we should have the answer for it. That is the first one. So I'm going to do one more for you guys. It says a box of Choco Deluxe cookies contains 8 in a box and costs $2. So how many cookies do you get for $1? Let me go back to my black right here. So let's see what information it gives us. It says that there are 8 cookies, right? And it costs $2 per box. And my money sign is $. So if I want, I would actually, you know, a better way of writing it, I'm just going to say cookies over dollars, right? So that's my ratio. And now let's fill it out with the information I have. So how many cookies do I have? Well, I said it already. It's going to be 8. And for how many dollars? 2, right? I'm just going to keep it as a number so it's not too confusing. So for every 8 cookies, it's $2. Or for every $2, I get 8 cookies. And right here, it's going to ask us, how many cookies do you get for $1? So I need to change my dollar to 1. So how do I change my dollar to 1? Well, my dollar's going to be my bottom of the ratio, right? And I want it to be 1 because it's asking for $1. So how do I turn 2 into 1? What do I divide by? I'm just going to divide by 2, right? So then if I divide the bottom by 2, I need to divide the top by 2, right? Whatever I do here, I have to do here. It has to be balanced and equal. And 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So then my answer is going to be, I'll put it in orange for you guys, 4 cookies. So for every $1, I get 4 cookies, right? Doesn't that make sense? You can even work it the other way around. So let me see. So if I turn this back to 2, I would get $2, and 2 times 4 would be 8. So $2, 8 cookies. Yep, makes sense, right? It's exactly what we said at the beginning. Now we're going to do the opposite though, because now it's asking how much does 1 cookie cost? So instead of having the cookies, our ratio now, instead of having the money be 1, it's going to be the cookies are going to turn into 1. So again, my ratio was 8 cookies for $2, right? And normally I like to move these and put it on the bottom, but so I don't have to mess around with my ratio so much. I still have cookies on top. Like I still have cookies on top and dollars on the bottom. So what I'm turning is I'm turning my cookies into 1, right? And if I'm doing that, that means I need to divide by 1. I'm sorry, not 1. Divide by 8 so I can equal 1 here, right? So 8 divided by 8 equals 1. It's going to tell me my 1 cookie. And then if I do that, if I'm dividing by 8 on the top, guess what I need to do to the bottom? I need to divide by 8 as well. So 2 divided by 8 is going to be my answer. And let's work it out. I'm going to have to go in and out. Alright, here we go. So 2 goes on the inside. Right, because I'm doing 2 divided by 8. 2 goes on the inside. And 8 goes on the outside. Let me see here. And we know this goes in here 0 times. Let me write this in black so it's not. Let's see what I'm doing. 8 times 0 equals that. So I'm going to have to add a decimal and a 0. And my decimal, I can just bring it straight up right now. I might as well do it now so I don't have to worry about it later or forget. Now I can work it out. 8 times 2 would be 16, right? Which is close. And then I'm just going to subtract. Here we go. 20 minus 16 equals 4. I'm going to add a 0 because I can, because I already had my decimal there. I can add as many zeros as I need to get until I finally get there to my answer. Bring my 0 down, which is 40. Now 8 times 5 equals 40, right? And I'm done with my question because I know 40 minus 40 is going to end up canceling each other out, and I'm done. Right? Cancel each other out. I end up with 0. So this is my answer, 0.25. So how many, if I were to put it back in here, that's the dollars. So for every 1 cookie is 25 cents. Or for every 25 cents, I get 1 cookie. And that's our answer. So that's how you work these out, guys. Try your best. If you don't understand it, just come in with your questions and hopefully we can resolve that tomorrow in class. All right, have a good one.